All right, let's get right into it. The big March update for Power BI has just dropped, and trust me, it is packed with stuff that's going to change how your reports look, feel, and even what they can do. We're going to skip the tech speak and get straight to what this all actually means for you.
So you're seeing all the buzzwords online, right? New themes, new features, new capabilities. But what does that really mean at the end of the day? How does this stuff actually make your job easier or your reports better? Well, that's exactly what we're about to break down.
First things first, let's talk about the change you're going to notice immediately. The look and feel. Power BI is getting a serious visual makeover, and the whole point is to make your reports look super modern and professional right out of the box.
And wow, you can see the difference right away. On the left, yeah, that's the classic Power BI we all know and, well, we know it. But look at the right. That's the new default. It's so much cleaner, more space, and it's all based on Microsoft's modern, fluent design. The best part? Your reports are just going to look this good now. No extra work needed.
So what's behind this new look? Well, it's a bunch of small, smart upgrades that add up. We're talking cleaner fonts and better spacing. Buttons now have borders, so they, actually look like buttons you can click. Line charts are going to have smooth lines by default, and the slicers just look way, way more modern. Oh, and new pages now default to a 1080p size. But my personal favorite has got to be the new leader lines on charts. They connect the labels to the data points, which is a tiny change that makes charts so much easier to read. It's fantastic.
All right, so we've covered how reports look. Now, let's talk about how we build them. Because this next feature, it solves a problem that I am almost certain has driven every single one of us crazy at some point.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You build a beautiful table, you look at the total row at the bottom, and the number just doesn't make sense. It's not the sum of the rows above it. In short, technically Power BI often has a good reason for why it did that, but it's not what you or your boss expected to see. Super frustrating.
Well, get this. There is now an incredibly simple fix. You can finally override that weird default total in just 3 clicks. You just right-click the column, hit Customize Total Calculation, and tell it what you want it to do. Like, just sum the values. It is such an elegant solution to a problem we've been complaining about for years.
Okay, let's shift gears and pop the hood for a minute. These next couple of updates are for all the developers and data pros out there. We're talking about some serious new tools that give you way more control and speed when you're crafting your data models.
First up is something called TMDL. Basically, it's a way to define your data model using code, which is a total game changer. And the huge news here is that you can now edit this code right in your web browser. Think about that. You can write scripts to make changes, you can copy and paste entire objects like a complex calendar table, all without leaving the Power BI service. This is especially huge for anyone developing on a Mac, a massive step forward.
And then, for anyone working with absolutely gigantic data sets, there's Direct Lake. The best way to think about it is like a private, high-speed highway for your data. It connects your data source directly to your report, completely bypassing the slow lane of importing and refreshing data. What does that mean for you? Blazing fast performance and no more waiting around for those painful data refresh delays. It's a lifesaver.
All right, time for a quick but really important PSA. This is a small tweak to Power BI Desktop, but I want to make sure you know about it so you're not caught off guard.
To put it simply, the old, classic way you open files or connect to data sources, it's going away. That old-school file picker dialog box is officially being retired. But here's the good news, and it's really good news. You literally don't have to do a thing. The new, much better file picker is now the default. The switch is totally automatic. So just a heads up that things might look a little different next time you go to open a file, but trust me, it's a welcome upgrade.
And that brings us to our final point, which is arguably the most exciting, most forward-thinking feature in this entire update. This is where we see Power BI really evolve beyond being just a reporting tool and into something much, much more powerful.
This feature is called Translytical Task Flows, and it's a really big deal. It lets you turn your reports into actual interactive applications. I mean, just imagine this. You're looking at a report, you spot an issue in the data, and right then and there, you can update the record, add new information, or even kick off a workflow in a totally different system, all without ever leaving your Power BI report. You're not just looking at data anymore, you're acting on it. So when you pull it all together, what do you get? From a cleaner design and smarter tools to the power to actually act on your data in real time, this update really pushes the boundaries of what a report even is. Which leaves all of us with one really exciting question to think about. As our reports turn into real applications, what are you going to build?